Greetings and welcome to an unboxing video with a slight difference. Here is a beach in Malta where I currently dwell, and here is a box. You see, I realised that a lot of us are in lockdown, we've been stuck at home for a while, and I thought I'd show you a beautiful Maltese beach while I unbox a beautiful new pedal. Lots of packaging, don't need this in particular. Here's a red bag. What, Chappers, you may ask, is contained within this red bag of glory this fine sunny day? A leaflet telling me that it is from the wonderful Screwed Circuits from Canada and a flip-out fuzz pedal. Beautifully encased in mahogany and looking gloriously resplendent on this beautiful beach. Feel calm, make yourself a beverage. We're about to get fuzzy. Greetings, I'm Rob Chappers and welcome to my review of the Screwed Circuits Flip Out Fuzz. I had a guy called Serge contact me from Quebec in Canada, and I thought, first of all, I've never reviewed anything from Quebec in Canada, and I know quite a lot about it because I used to live in Toronto, kind of not too far away, I guess, and I have one of my favourite films. They go to Quebec and they eat beignets, and so see if you can guess what film that is. I've always wanted to go there, but never been there. And I thought, you know what, the closest I'm going to get during this crazy pandemic of going to Quebec is reviewing the crazy flip out fuzz. Now, the majority of demonstrations that you'll find online of the flip out fuzz are one hand over it with either a loop or some music being played through it, and they're altering the controls so that you can hear how it would affect the loop or the music, because you can plug anything through this. It doesn't need to be a guitar. You could plug keys through it, you could run some music through it and mix it. You can do all sorts of things with it. But I want to give you a demonstration where it's a fuzz pedal for a guitar and I'm playing guitar through it. It is a mighty beast sheathed in mahogany, which is nice to see. It's been a while since I saw a wood encased pedal. And I'll admit, it took me a while to get the hand with it because I started off with a clean setting on my amplifier, and then it was a little bit too clean. This is an old school style fuzz pedal that needs a little tiny bit of valve push. And then I was kind of being delicate with the controls and not putting too much drive or not too much fuzz. It didn't want that. It wants you to balls to the wall, take the bull by the horns and just go for it. And I was then rewarded. It's a very interesting pedal because really it's kind of two things combined in one. Yes, it's a fuzz drive circuit, which also has kind of I call it a wah pedal, a low pass filter built into the circuitry that you can use to isolate specific frequencies. So it kind of sounds like when you have a great fuzz pedal on and you've got a wah pedal at a cocked position to give you an interesting frequency to attack the audience with. We all love that, especially if you're a Schenker fan, love UFO like I do. But then you can stick it in the flip out mode and it's insane. And I'll show you that in a minute. And you can kind of tune it and it sounds really cool. Actually, I really like that for processing drum loops and things, which I'm not going to do today, but it's just a fun thing to show you. Anyway, so we'll start with my guitar as it is. It's just an ML3 Pro Traditional plugged straight into a vintage V30 Mark II. And I've got the clean channel pulled out, so it's a little tiny bit crunchy, but not in your face crazy. Really what I'm mimicking there is the sound of a really hard pushed clean amplifier by using volume and valves and master volumes and things, because it kind of wants that vintage pushed sounding amplifier. So you can hear I've set the amp kind of smoky and warm. I've got reverb from the A7 from Mooer, just giving me a little bit of kind of ambience. I really fancied that. I don't really like using fuzz pedals on a dry setting unless I'm playing really loud and I can hear the room. And in this little console room, I can't really play too loud or I'll just go deaf. That'd be no good for man nor beast. So here are my settings for the flip out fuzz. As you can see on the screen right now, I've gunned the drive, I've done a lot of the fuzz and the mix, and you know, I've put the volume to the middle area of its available volume, and then if I just slam it on the bypass button, which removes the bypass and enables the pedal, you get this. And what you're hearing is that kind of cocked wah sound from the low pass filter, enabling me to get that little harmonic kind of singing vibe in a certain frequency. And what I'm going to do now is move where that filter sits so that you can hear how you could utilize that. So, activate the pedal. That pure sounds like one of the distortion pedals on the Digitech RP1. If you're a man of the past, raise your hand right now. I wouldn't recommend you put it there, but maybe if you back it off just a scotch. Here's an interesting psychological thing for you. As you turn that knob, and I've encountered this demoing with Captain Lee, my buddy, who I miss dearly at the moment, a lot. As you turn the knob, it'll kind of sound a bit weird and a bit out there, and maybe it doesn't quite work. But then if you leave it in a position and play, suddenly it becomes nice, and it sits and it works. It's something to do with the human mind not liking change particularly. If I just set it to a random frequency, for example, and then enable it, and then just start playing, it will gradually if I had travelled to that frequency land from somewhere else, you'd think it was too dark. And it was a touch dark, a scotch, but it sounded lovely and warm and had that kind of woman tone, brown vibe going on with it. Do you know what I mean? So what I would recommend that you do, because if you get it, you're going to go sweeping around with that low pass filter kind of going, oh yeah, sounds cool, and then I don't know where I want to put it, and it's kind of, I'm blinded by the options. Just set it to a place and play with it. And don't be afraid to add the drive and the fuzz, which we're going to increase in a minute. And you'll soon find that if you just put it to a place and play with it, it sounds really, really cool. But if you start playing and sweeping, you're never going to settle on a place that particularly works for you. So I'm going to put it back where I had it previously. And because I've got the fuzz halfway up, I think we should just do all of the available fuzz. For the sake of demonstration and experimentation, I'm going to play a chord and sweep it through that low pass so that you can hear the available sweepage to you. I was searching for a particular harmonic, the one that went, because that one, I think, is the most musically vocal sounding. Anyway, enough of this madness. Let's make it a lot more mad. So we're going to activate the flip out circuit, which completely flips it out and does all sorts of weird things. Kind of sounds a little bit crunchy. You can tune it. I'm just going to let you make your own mind up whether or not you would like to play with this effect. So I turn off the bypass. I activate the flip. Well, there you go. You have been well and truly screwed circuits with this flip out fuzz demonstrazione. I flipped out when I found a particular tone that I really liked that I'm going to be using on a solo, part of a solo, for one of the new Clockwork Wolf & Company tunes. I urge you to go and try, look online, see if you can find one, follow the links in my description box below, and check out a really cool effects pedal company from Quebec, Canada. If you are Canadian, hello. I miss Canada with your beautiful tasty street meats and good weather, and you have seasons and all that kind of stuff. It was great to be there for a bit. Take it easy, stay safe, stay strong. Chappers out.